Good evening. Thank you, Rancho Santana families, for joining us this evening for your second parent engagement meeting.
Buenas noches a los padres de Rancho Santana por reunirse con nosotros a esta segunda reunión de los padres. Para las personas que necesitan oír la traducción, en la descripción se encuentra un enlace si desean escuchar la traducción de la presentación que se va a hacer. Gracias.
Thank you, Ms. Martha, for being our translator this evening. Okay. Sure. Okay. Thank you, Manny. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Again, I'd just like to welcome all of our parents and families that are joining us this evening for our second parent meeting for our lovely new school, Rancho Santana School. Here is tonight's agenda. Of course, we'll do some introductions. We will give you a few, we'll share a few photos with you regarding our facilities, give you a couple updates. Then we have a guest speaker here, Crystal Conchola from our YMCA of San Benito County. She'll be sharing some information regarding our before and after school care. We'll talk a little bit about where we are in our journey of our core values and how we're developing our mission and vision update. And then we'll share some information regarding some volunteer info of how you can become involved in your child's school. And then we'll just give you a few more updates regarding some information for our middle schoolers as well as our TK and kindergarten. We'll also show you our new logo, and we'll update you as well as where we can start looking for our merchandise. Hello, thank you for joining us. Here we are. My name is Anissa Dizon. I am the principal of Rancho Santana School.
And hello, everyone. I'm Maylani Mailer. I'm the assistant principal of Rancho Santana School, and I am so excited to work with Mrs. Dawn. I've already learned so much from her. So welcome, everyone.
Yes, again, thank you for being here. I just wanted to share also our office staff and just kind of give them props. We have a wonderful office team that are working hard every day and preparing our spaces for our scholars. We have Jackie Biseglia, who is our office manager. We have Janelle Gomez, who is our health clerk. We have Maggie Medina, who is our mental health therapist. And we also have Nick Bettis, who is our lead custodian. And I really like these photos because this is every day a site that we see boxes being delivered, unpacking, putting together, assembling, just creating, prepping for our scholars and families for their new school. Just to give you a few, just an update on our facilities. Thank you to everyone who was able to join us for a school tour. We had many of our scholars come and see our beautiful campus, and it was quite exciting to see the reaction once we entered that quad area. That photo that is up in the left-hand corner, we call that our quad. It kind of looks like a little university for our students. And it was nice to show all of the classrooms to our scholars and families, as well as our specialty classrooms, which included the art room, the STEAM room, and the science lab. Look at how beautiful it is. The only thing that's missing are scholars. And now I would like to introduce to you Miss Crystal Conchola.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Anissa, for having me. We're really excited to be part of the Rancho Santana school community. Here on the screen, I believe Anissa is going to post our flyer. We're excited to announce that we will be offering before and after school care at Rancho Santana for TK through 8th grade students. Some of the focuses will be assistance with homework, participation in our Youth Fit for Life program, which is a physical activity program that runs for about 45 minutes. We'll also be focusing on skill development and participating in STEAM activities. We'll be receiving healthy snacks. As of right now, just because I'm not sure how much things are going to change when the school year starts again, we are still saying that we will be requiring face masks for our program. The children will need to bring those as well as to probably school. And then their backpacks with their school supplies. They will also need to bring their school issued Chromebooks because we will be promoting and letting the students engage in the Footsteps to Brilliance program. We're really excited. My team is excited to be at a new campus. I know that we're going to be seeing a lot of our old students from Gavilan Hills and from actually a lot of the other Hollister School District schools. So we're really excited to be able to come together and offer this program for families. The prices that you see here on our fee sheet is for both before and after school care. If your family for some reason does not need both and would just like the before school care, the after school care, there will be obviously a cheaper cost to that. And you guys could just reach out to me for that information. Also, on the right-hand side of the flyer, we have just our break camp information for when school is out of session. If you're still needing additional support because you have to go to work, we will be offering break camps. We're really excited. Every year we have a Strong Communities campaign where our volunteers and our board go out and they raise money for our community, and all of that money goes back to the families in our community. So we do offer financial assistance. Families who qualify can receive anywhere from 5 to 50% off our program. Our ratios will be fairly small. Our ratios are looking to be 1 to 12 for this upcoming school year. And we're really excited for the space that will be given at Rancho Santana and just to be able to meet all the new and returning kids. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the YMCA or to myself directly in regards to your questions or concerns. All of our staff are CPR and first aid certified. For the most part, all of our staff are seasoned, so they've been with us for years. And we're just really excited to get back to a little bit of normalcy. We did get that in the last couple months with the hybrid program, or with school going back to hybrid. But we're really excited to just kind of come back full throttle and see the majority of the kids in a healthy and safe atmosphere.
Thank you, Crystal. So can you just reiterate, what is the process for them to sign up? Is this going to be coming from the school? Shall they wait before they contact you? Can you just?
No, so actually, you will sign up directly with the YMCA. Families who are interested in our program will sign up directly with the YMCA. We have the registration forms. We will be doing the billing. I do have a list right now of families who are interested. So we're going to start getting the enrollment going for next school year. To be honest, I just wanted to make sure that we were going to go back to school in August. So I haven't really been saying anything, but it looks like we're going to be good to go, which is really exciting. So we'll be starting to reach out to those families who've already reached out to us with interest in regards to our program and getting the ball rolling with the registration. if you can see September through May, we did average it out. A few years back, we had a survey to families, and our rates used to fluctuate depending on how many weeks in a month there was. And so for those months where there was 4 or 5 weeks, their tuition was, a lot bigger than normal. So they actually voted to have it averaged out. So parents, budgeting wise, already knew what to expect each month. So the only months that are less and different are August and June, but September through May, it is averaged out to the benefit of the families, to help you guys budget accordingly, just because we know it's not something that everyone necessarily has the means to do. But like I said, again, we do offer financial assistance, and we also accept Go Kids. So if you guys are currently enrolled in Go Kids, we accept that as well. Just contact your worker and let them know that you would like your child to attend the before or after school program at Rancho Santana through the YMCA, and they'll send me a certificate, and we'll get your attendance sheets, and we'll get it going.
Awesome. And I will be sharing this flyer to all of our families as well, just so they have your contact info.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Crystal, for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Of course.
We look
Thank
forward
you.
to having you on campus.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, Crystal. We look forward to continuing the partnership. I know our kids really benefit, so thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too. Well, we're going to look at core values next. We surveyed our families, we surveyed our staff, and you all shared your core values, what's important to you, what you value for your children and their education. And now we want to take those values that we came up with, and we really want to use those to help us build our mission and our vision. And so some of the words you came up with, kindness and respect, all those words, you're going to see those in our mission and our vision, because we really want to include what is important to our families and our staff. So in the next slide, you'll see we have already started working on this. So you see Ms. Dizon to the left working on just pointing out those core values and then really focusing on what a vision and a mission is. So a vision is the what. What do we hope to become as a school? And our mission, the how. So what our organization is going to do and how we're going to execute the vision. So it's really exciting to be a part of this and create our mission and vision from the very beginning. Our staff is excited. We just recently had our third kind of gathering with our staff, and it was amazing to see everyone come together from different school sites and different places at a busy time of year. So we really want to acknowledge our staff, because they came together from all different sites at the busiest time of year when they're working on report cards and comments and everything, to spend some time to really look at our mission and vision. And so in the next slide, you'll see they're working together as a team, collaborating. We love to hear the conversations as we walked around, and you can just feel the energy and you can feel the passion that our staff has to create this positive school climate and school environment for their students. It's been amazing. You can see here teachers talking. They really just want to do what's best for our students, and they're keeping in mind, you can see below those key values that you came up with: relationships, respect, inclusion, kindness, and communication. So we want to thank you all for sharing your values with us, and we look forward to sharing our mission and vision soon.
Correct. And if I could just add, this is really important work, because this is where our mission and vision kind of develop from, and those core values right there. And I couldn't have been more proud of our staff and parents and families to really take a look at what do we want for our children here at school, right? And so these are values that can be in and out of school, right? The way we communicate, the way we include others, how we can be kind to one another and respectful, and how we build relationships. And when we met with our staff to do this important work, I just want to note that it included all of our staff. You see our lead custodian, Nick, there in that photo. You see our, I don't know if that's our office manager in the bottom left. I don't think it is, but our office manager was there. Our therapist was there. Our nutrition workers were there. Our health clerk. This is a team collaborative effort, like it says there on the slide. And because these are all of our scholars, these are all of our children, and so we all take responsibility for them. So speaking of family, community, we need your help. We have had several parents, several families reach out already willing to sign up and volunteer. And what does that look like? And where do they sign up? And so we have included a survey, which we will include a little bit in a little while. But I wanted to just first give you a description of some of the committees that we will be looking for signups. The first one is the School Site Council. And this is a really important committee because it develops, annually reviews and updates our single plan for student achievement. It's called the SIPSA, right? And we have to develop this plan and we have to recommend it to our governing board for approval. This is a really crucial committee because it's crucial to the success of our categorical programs that we may have or would like to have. And so the School Site Council is composed of the principal, myself, teachers that are selected by other teachers at the school, also composed of other school personnel, which are selected by other school personnel, and then parents of students attending the school and or community members selected by parents. Some of the School Site Council must-dos. Here's a whole list of items. If you sign up and you're elected to the School Site Council, just know that we meet regularly, like on a monthly basis, and we have good, solid discussions regarding the programs of our scholars. We follow the rules of a meeting, rules of order, and we do have bylaws which kind of dictate how we can go about our business. Really key, important committee. The next is our English Learner Advisory Committee. And this is from usually families that where English is the second language. So any other language is their primary. We always encourage our families to join. You hear people reference it as our ELAC, but it stands for our English Learner Advisory Committee. And this committee is responsible for the following tasks that are here on the slide. We advise the principal and the staff in the development of a site plan for our English learners. And we submit this plan to the School Site Council for consideration of inclusion in our SIPSA. So you can already see how all of these committees are intertwined and they rely on one another and are very significant in each its own right. The ELAC is also responsible for assisting in the development of the school-wide needs assessment, assessing some of the things that we really need in our school for our English learners. Also responsible for ways to make our parents aware of the importance of attendance, regular school consistent attendance. And also each ELAC shall have the opportunity to elect at least one member to our district English Learner Advisory Committee, which we refer to as DLAC. I think that's all that I want to share about this. Again, a very important committee where we will need your help. And then we have the parent club, right? We welcome parents and grandparents and guardians. This will be it will consist of elected officers and myself or Miss Mailer. We will attend the meetings to support, and the possibilities are endless. I love how you included that, Miss Mailer. Would you like to talk a little bit about your own experience?
Sure. Well, we really hope that, you know, our families and parents take on this leadership role in the parent club, and we are really will leave it up to you as far as what type of activities and what you feel your students would benefit from. We really want to build that family community at Rancho Santana. So anything that can bring us together, fun activities and events, maybe rallies or even certain festivals, you know, certain times of the year. But we welcome your ideas, and we want it to be the parent club and your ideas, and hopefully your children's ideas as well.
Correct. And we really rely on the parent club to really help honor our staff with when it's Teacher Appreciation Week, or whether it's even fundraising to support the teachers with supplies for their classrooms or field trips, all of that good stuff. Again, a really important club to have on our campus that will benefit every single one of our scholars. And just to update you on a few items regarding our school, TK, our transitional kindergarten and kindergarten, just to give you a heads up so that you can plan accordingly once school starts on August 16th. Our first day of school, we will have a parent orientation for our TK and kindergarten. And we are thinking about staggering your start time so that you can miss all of the traffic at the first day of school. And once you arrive at a later time, then you can park, you can take your time, you can escort your scholar to the classroom, and then you can listen in on all of the good information that you will need to know as a parent of a kindergartner or TK. Also, to help with the transition into school, in-person school, the first 2 weeks of school will be a minimum schedule. So we will give you the details, the times, the start times, the end times, and that information will come to you later, probably a couple weeks before school starts. We will share it with you once we have it. This is quite exciting. Our 7th and 8th grade leaders, we are going to be having a day camp for our 7th graders and 8th graders. We really want them to meet one another. We have students from all over different schools, students that are just moving into the area. And wouldn't that be nice if they can meet all of their peers before the first day of school? So the time is from 12 to 3. We plan on feeding them lunch. 7th graders, we are going to welcome you on Wednesday, August 4th. And our mighty 8th graders, we will welcome to campus for their day camp on Thursday, August 5th. And some of the ideas that we have for our 7th and 8th graders is we would like for them to help not only bond with one another, but also help plan the first day activities, festivities, the rally. We want them to be the welcome committee, really, for all of the littles. And they can escort them to their classrooms, since we won't, as of today, we won't be having a lot of the families actually get to escort their students to their classrooms. So our 6th, 7th, and 8th will help do that. Is there anything that I am forgetting, Miss Mailer?
No, I think that's great. And one of the parents did ask, will this be for all 7th and 8th graders? Yes, this will be for all students. So we might have a core leadership group as the year continues, but we want all of our 7th and 8th graders to be the leaders of our school. And already, you know, they've been helping in different ways. So we want all 7th and 8th graders to attend if they can.
Correct. And the 6th graders will have a different role, but as far as the first day festivities and the leadership on campus. But I think right now the 7th graders and 8th graders, we're going to start off with them before school starts. And then 6th graders, we do have some activities planned for them as well. Wildcats in the house. Okay, so we are working with a company, and we they have created our logo, Wildcats, and we are so excited because now we can move forward with merchandise, sweatshirts and t-shirts, hats. So it is being worked on right now. And we will have a online store set up where the parents, the families can just simply go online and order their items. So you don't have to come in person to the campus and submit a form. You just simply go online and order from online. But there they are, the Wildcats.
We had a compliment already. They said, very nice.
Oh, good.
You can see I'm wearing my Rancho Santana red, and Miss Dizon is wearing her sweatshirt, RSS Pride.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we gifted this sweatshirt to all of our staff. So they've already been wearing it with pride. Okay, so when we do have the link for our online store, merchandise store, we will of course share that with you, so you can already start to plan and get all of the items for our spirit days. I just wanted to end this evening with a quote that I shared with Ms. Mailer, I shared with our board of directors, and it simply says, start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. And my friends, this surely has been a journey, right? And it's a humongous task, but our team makes all the difference. We have people supporting us at the district office, our superintendent, Mr. Ochoa, our interim superintendent, Mrs. Erica Sanchez, Miss Mailer, our office staff. We have so much support. And when I just reflect on what we've done so far, it's just huge. And I'm really proud of all of the work that has gone on behind closed doors just to prepare for our scholars. And Miss Mailer has heard me say it. It is too quiet. It is much too quiet. We cannot wait. The only thing that is missing are our scholars and our families. Miss Mailer, do you have anything to add?
I agree. In meeting our students and having the tours, I feel like now it is a school. We have students and teachers on campus, and it feels like a school and a family. And we look forward to having them all back in the fall. We did have a couple questions too, if tours are still available, and you can go ahead and call the office and make an appointment. And if we have a slot open for you, we'd love to have you join us. We like to do them by age group because the students get the opportunity to meet each other as well. And it's nice. By the end of the tour, they know each other and they're friends, and usually the parents get to know each other too.
Right. We here is our school number, and we are there every day till 5. Did we have any other questions come up, Mrs. Mailer?
We did. One that came up twice that I want to make sure I address is they asked about dressing out for PE. So I know that, at the middle school, they usually dress out. Being that we're a TK through 8th grade, our students won't dress out for PE, but we will do our best to have the older kids maybe more towards the afternoon, if we can do that at all possible. So they're fresh throughout the day. I know Ms. Dazan and I both went to a TK through 8th grade, and we did fine with that. What do you think, Ms. Dazan?
Yeah, especially this time after COVID, post-COVID, we're finding out that we don't necessarily need a locker room. So I think if the students just bring an appropriate, comfortable pair of shoes, then I think we'll be okay.
And then a question about lunch. Will lunch be provided, hot lunch? And do you want to tell them a little bit about our program?
Yeah, we have a wonderful area. We have a warming kitchen on site. We're going to have a little like electrical golf cart, so to speak, available where our nutrition workers will actually be bringing the food to the eating area. And we will be providing breakfast and lunch free of charge every day. And we will have, in the lunch area, we'll have these, we call them quick cafes, which are kind of like a big permanent snack bars. And there'll be 2 of them so that the line kind of flows. And that's where the warm food will be served from.
And how will the payment system go for that?
Actually, you know what? I thought I better check. I just said that they were free of charge every day, but I'm not sure now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I
We'll
think
get
it's online though. It's all available to pay online through our district website. I'm going to
And
have to
then-
get some information about that.
Okay. And then we have a lot of parents that want to sign up to help for parent club or whatever it might be. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat. If you would like to sign up, please fill out this Google form. And you can sign up to help with the parent club or the ELAC, or even just helping with certain special events. So please sign up for that.
Or school
I just-
site council.
Yeah, school site council. I just put that in the chat. So if you could please fill that out for us.
I have a couple questions as well. We have in Spanish, ¿dónde puedo obtener información para el segundo grado? From the Señor Gonzalez, and you can call the school. Pueden llamar la escuela, la oficina. Oh yeah, someone was, oh, thank you, Miss. I'm not sure who that is, but thank you for answering. We have parents already helping other parents.
Yay. We have quite a few questions about YMCA too.
Okay.
So a couple, asking about, is there a limit to the number of students that can be at YMCA? What are the hours of YMCA? So those are just a couple of the YMCA questions.
Okay, I will do my best to help. I think Crystal left. Um, we know that our start time for school is 8:55. It's the later start time in our district. And so based on minutes, our TK through fifth will be dismissed around 3:25, and our older students, our middle schoolers, will be dismissed around 3:39. We're looking at the schedules now, so things may change, but more or less those are the times. What else did they, where did they, if there is I believe there is a limit, but I think that if we have enough parents or families that show that they need before or after school care, I think YMCA is willing to work with us to see if they need additional rooms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I want to thank our board president, Jan Grist. She's on this evening.
Hi, Ms. Grist.
And she had some kind words to say. And she said, Rancho Santana School will be a great place to learn. So thank you. Thank you, Jan.
Yes.
What about electives? We talked a little bit about that today. Ms. Dazan and I were planning electives and talking about that.
Mm-hmm. We spoke briefly about it. Electives will be available for our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade only. We are going to let the teachers kind of help guide that discussion and see what they would like to lead for their elective class. And we were also thinking that it would be semester, a new elective each semester. So a 6th grader may have 2 electives for their school year. Same with 7th grade, same with 8th grade. They may switch teachers, or they may have the same teacher. Those are all things that we still are planning.
And we had a kindergarten parent ask about school supplies. Really, we don't ask our students to bring very much. We have everything for them and we provide that. If you want to send a backpack and, a lunch pail, that's fine. But we provide everything for our students. So no need to worry about going out and getting supplies. We have what they need.
Right. We have just a nice little comment. Mi hija está muy entusiasmada para entrar, sobre todo después del tour. Gracias por todo. So this parent, and I don't know what her first name is, but she just said that her child is very enthusiastic, excited to come to our school, especially after the school tour she had. We are excited to have our scholars on campus.
Definitely.
Did I answer all the questions?
Yeah, one other question that we're still working on is our school site. Our school website. We are working on that. And so a lot of this information will be on the school website because I know that's a good spot to communicate. And we'll include a lot of the questions that you're asking and start time, end time, all of that. If you're a new student to the district, most of you will be holding on to your Chromebooks if you're coming from a current school that's in our district. But if you're outside of the district, we will make sure your student gets a Chromebook. So that will be sent out through email, and we'll set up pickup time so that your child gets their Chromebook, and that'll be checked out to them.
That's right. So if there aren't any other questions, again, we are excited. We are anxiously waiting for your child and for our families to come celebrate and just dig right in, just jump right in to this wonderful learning environment. Our staff are really excited, and we're deep in the planning, and we will continue to plan to make sure that we are providing the best learning environment, safe, challenging learning environment for our scholars.
And you know what, Ms. Dazan, that makes me think of one of our core values of inclusion too. Where we've been talking about inclusion, and we had one parent that asked about just some of the logistics about our SPED program. So I hope in our next parent night or parent meeting, we can share a little bit more about our special ed program. Thank you for asking that question.
Yes, thank you. Yes. And we do everything that we are planning for is for push-in. We want intervention. We want co-teaching. Everything will be going to the classroom and including all students. Every student will have access to our curriculum, to our programs, and that is quite exciting. Okay, I do not have any other questions here on the Spanish chat.
What about a dress code? Anything? I mean, we will have a handbook coming out, but can you give them a little bit of a debriefing on a dress code?
Sure, we will not have uniforms. We will have spirit days where all of us, we will be encouraged to wear our school colors or our school merchandise. We are calling all of our students our scholars because they are going to be our scholars. And we would just like them to dress appropriately for school. Let's just, we do have our board policy for dress code and what have you. And we know that sometimes it gets really hot, but we can, I don't know, discuss that a little bit further, or if we need to send like a picture out for younger kids of what's okay, what's not okay. But I think, I know that a lot of the families will be dressing their scholars up for school. That's appropriate. Yeah.
And then we hope everybody's back full time next year, but we did have the question if there will be a form of distance learning. So we will be back full time all day. There won't be a hybrid. Well, that's what we're planning. But if some parents still wanted the distance learning, there's the RISE program will still be available.
And the RISE program is a bit different than like what perhaps your scholar may be used to of distance learning, because it would be a different program with a different teacher, not necessarily one of our staff members from our school site. Is that correct, Ms. Mailer?
Yes, correct. But we do want to be able to give you that option. And, I just have to share one fun comment from one parent. She says, "We're all in this together." And then she says, "Once we know we're all stars and we see that we're the Wildcats, sing along." She obviously knows our theme song.
Right. Anybody, I don't know, parents, if you had any of your children watch High School Musical. We are a living, breathing High School Musical. We're the red and white Wildcats. So that's a movie reference. A musical. We're going to have to continue with our musical videos, Miss Mailer, for our scholars.
For sure.
Right.
I'm going to add one more time to the chat, the survey, if you're interested in signing up and helping out. And then we would love to, at our next parent meeting, we're going to talk a little bit about the SPED program and hopefully have another guest speaker to share a little bit more with you.
Yes. And you know what? I didn't put that. I don't have access to the form to put in.
I can put it in the Spanish one as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. We really look forward to having our scholars on campus. We cannot wait. We will continue to do all that we can in preparing them for their learning, designing their spaces, which has been going on since January. And we can't wait for the furniture to arrive. We're so excited and we're so thankful for our families who joined us. So thank you so much. And with that, we will say goodbye and just thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Ms. Dazan. I'm going to send you the link because I couldn't